Hello, hello, it's Bailey and welcome to your quad and glute burner. Okay, so how this workout is set up is we are going to be working for 40 seconds and then resting for 15. There is a warm-up included in this workout, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to reach up and down into a squat. So again, up and down. One more. All right, here I'm going to turn my hips to the right. With that right leg in front, we are going to lunge. Okay, and back, lunge, back. When I lunge back, my heel is pressed into the floor. That's stretching my calf and also that hip flexor. One more. And take it all the way down into that runner's pose, the runner's lunge. And reach up looking towards the back. And shift your hips to the front. Walking it up and over to the other side. And lunging down here. All right, bring that left arm up, looking towards the back. And back down, coming up now, all the way. We're going to do those lunges. So we lunge, back. We've got 4. Two more. Woo. One more. Awesome. All right, so for this workout, what you are going to need is a band and a dumbbell. The band is optional, so you can do all of these workouts without that, but we are going to have 4 exercises within each set, and we are going to go through them 2 times, okay? All right, so our first exercise within this set is going to be lateral taps. So if you have that band on, we're going to tap side to side. Okay, with this one, you can really take your time. Make sure to breathe. Here we go. Let's get our arms into it now. So we're going to reach up, out. So when your legs go out, your arms go out, out. All right. We are going to actually keep that band on. And holding on to something if you need to, you can also pick up that dumbbell. We're going to do a lunge with a kickback. Okay, so I'm holding onto the wall for support. Here we go. We lunge, stand, kick back that leg. So lunge, stand, kick back. You can see I'm making this more difficult by holding a dumbbell and keeping this band on. Again, both are optional. And rest. Go ahead and set both of those down. So we're going to take that band off. We are now moving to what we call around the clock. So you're going to stay in a little bit of a plie. You're going to tap to the side, back, side, in. Staying in this position here. to feel this in that left glute. That's the goal. All right, and our last exercise of this set is going to be lunge pulses. So I'm going to have that left leg in front. We're just going to pulse, 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 stand. Okay, here we go. Pulse, 2, 3, 4, and stand. When you stand, you're trying to engage this glute back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, stand and squeeze. Rest. All right, now we're going back to those lateral taps. So with that band or without. Here we go. First 20 seconds, we're just going to tap side to side, and then we'll add in those arms. Add those arms in, here we go. And rest. All right, pick up that dumbbell if you're using it. We do our lunge with a kickback. With this, if you notice your knees are going inward, you're going to want to lower the weight of your band. And here we go. So, if you, again, notice those knees going inward, you're going to want to go down to a light band. Right now I have a medium on, and I know for this exercise specifically, the heavy would be much too heavy. So, a medium band is typically going to be what most people use when they're doing those exercises that are moderate intensity. Sometimes if you're doing like a squat, you're going to use a light band if you're using heavier dumbbells, but just kind of gauge based on that knee placement. And rest. All right, now we are going into that around the clock. So band comes off as well. We stay in that plie here, top to the side, back, side, in. Side, back, side, in. And rest, and we wrap up this set with our lunge pulses. So again, left is in front, right is behind. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand and squeeze that back glute. With these lunges too, you want to make sure that knee is not going over your toe. I'm thinking I'm going down and squeeze. Okay, so if I was trying to fit in a tube, 3, 4, stand and squeeze. And rest. All right, now we're doing everything but on the other side. So go ahead and, but however, instead of those lateral taps, we're gonna start with this sumo step out squat. So, here we go, join me, we're gonna step out. Toes are pointed out, we squat, stand, back together. Okay, so for a sumo squat, your toes are pointed outward. So this targets that inner thigh, or inner quad. And as you come to the top, you're gonna engage those glutes, so squeeze it together. Squeeze, okay? From the side, a squat should look like this, down and up. For any dancers there, you'll know we always talked about tucking in that tailbone, going straight down and up. Keep going here, one more. And stand. Go ahead and put that band on. Now we are facing the left side, doing those lunges with a kickback. Here we go. Right leg is in front, we lunge, stand, kick back, down. Rest. Now we do that around the clock, so weight and band off. All right, in that plie, to the side, back, side, in. Here we go. These first couple sets, there's a lot of band on, band off, so it's good to keep it right by you. Rest, and we go into that lunge pulse now. So remember, we pulse for 4, and then we stand and squeeze that glute. So right leg is in front. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, stand and squeeze. All right, go ahead and grab that dumbbell, and we are going into those sumo step out squats one more time through these exercises. Here we go. Toes pointed out, squat, stand, together, out. And rest, band on. We go into that lunge with a kick back. Dumbbells in my left hand, right leg is in front. Here we go. Lunge, stand, kick back. With this kick back too, You want to make sure you're not totally bending to kick it back as far as you can. It's going to be just a little baby kickback, because that weight is going to have to shift then to that ball of your foot. So you really want to press those feet into the ground on that front leg. That way you have the stability to then kick back. And rest, we go to our around the clock. Left leg is moving. Stay in that plie. Here you go, you got it. I know those legs are starting to burn a little. Engage that core. Let's not forget that those muscles are there. And rest. One more exercise here standing. We have those 4 lunge pulses and that stand to glute squeeze, okay? Here we go. Pulse it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand and squeeze that glute. And rest. All right, go ahead and make your way down to the ground for our last exercises. This time we're going 3 times through this set. Go ahead and put that band on. Dumbbell in your lap. We are doing a glute bridge with an abduction. So, dumbbell is here. I'm going up on my tippy toes for this. I go down, press up, knees go away, together, down. By away, they don't go as far out as you can, just a little bit of an angle. They're going to go back so they're aligned with your hip and down. We're doing this on releve because that's working those calf muscles here. And rest. All right, we are going into a glute bridge hold now. So, you're gonna take that dumbbell up. You're gonna be up on releve again. Up on those tippy toes and hold. Holding this for 40 seconds. You're gonna start to feel burn here. If you need to, you can always drop it down back to those being on that full foot and not on releve. Sometimes my feet start to cramp just a little bit while I'm holding that, so totally fine to go down onto your feet. Keep breathing here. Squeeze those glutes, don't let them drop. And rest. All right, go ahead and sit up. Set that dumbbell to the side. And we're going to do some abduction pulses. So, feet are together. You're going to pulse those legs or those knees outward, okay? So my feet stay on the floor for the most part. Just pulsing here, sitting up tall. Last 20 seconds, we're going to add something in. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go pulse for 1, 2, stand up, squeeze down. 1, 2, up, squeeze. So I'm just shooting those hips up right from where they are. but those knees stay out. So I pulse, pulse, hold, stand, down, pulse, 1, 2, hold, and relax. We start again in about 10 seconds with that glute bridge, so go ahead and get set up. If you want to get a heavier dumbbell or switch your band out for something heavier, you can do that as well. Here we go, up. All right, glute bridge up, and we abduct. Whew. It's hard to get those feet situated when you're up on that releve. Up, abduct. The reason this is called a glute bridge with an abduction, ABD, abduction, is because those knees are going away from the center line of your body. So away is to abduct. Adduct is to come closer. So now my knees are adducting. They're coming closer to that center line. And rest. All right, we go into that glute bridge, hold. Up. For this one, I'm going to stay on my flat feet and really work on squeezing these muscles. Don't drop, don't drop. And rest. All right, now we sit up and we do those seated abductions. Okay, so for the first 20 seconds, we're just gonna pulse here. Feet should be together. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, we go for pulse. 1, 2, knees stay out. We go up, in, down, pulse. Knees out, up, down, in, pulse, pulse. And rest. We do that all just one more time, okay? So, again, glute bridge with an abduction on releve or on your flat foot. Here we go. I know it's burning. And rest. All right, glute bridge, hold. Here we go. All right, weight out of the way. This is our last exercise, okay? Feet together, here we go. Let's take a deep breath together. Exhale. Here we go, pulse. I'll tell you at that 20-second mark when we're gonna go into that next movement with this one. You've got 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, stay out, up, down. Pulse, pulse, up, down. 5 seconds left here. Last one. And rest. All right, and that is it. That is all I have for you today. Make sure you cool down. Do some light stretching after this exercise. If you enjoyed this workout, I would love for you to share about it with your friends and family or post about it on Instagram and tag my username on Instagram, Bailey Seaton, with 2 Y's and 2 N's at the end of Seaton, and I will see you next time.